Hi dear fellow gardeners, welcome back to Inside Jungle channel. If last week I spoke about marigolds and how to grow them indoors, this week we are going to turn our attention to edible greens. So spring came and together with it, edible greens started appearing in the market and in the supermarkets. A couple of weeks ago, my husband pointed out a potted curled parsley in the store, so it came back home with us. It is an easy to grow type of parsley with round curly leaves, and you can even grow it in the kitchen on your windowsill. They say the taste of the curled parsley is a bit stronger than that of the flat leaf parsley. To be very honest, I haven't tasted fresh parsley in a while, so I cannot tell you exactly. For cooking, I used in the last few months I used only dried parsley. Now, not only that the greens are very lush, but I also found this provider to be very interesting. As you can see, you have clear access, to the root system. On the label it said that the pot is biodegradable, so I see no pot, I only see um, a little bit of a mesh. I can call it mesh, I don't know how to explain it. It's an interesting texture and it lets all the roots come out naturally. Not only we came home with potted parsley, but also with potted basil. We love to add basil to our pasta dishes. It's a fragrant herb and it goes great with many dishes. And let's not also forget about the delicious pesto, you can add basil too. The same type of organic so-called pulp was used to wrap the roots of this basil plant, so we can see the root system clearly. The water collecting saucer under the plant is improvised, as you can observe. It's what I had on hand in the kitchen when I brought these edible greens in. It's a beautiful plant, isn't it? I'm so sorry I will eat it. Both of these plants like moist soil. They will go limp if you forget to water them. For basil, after you have a minimum of 6 leaves on each branch, you can prune it. This will result in branching further, so you will eventually have more basil to harvest. You can continue this procedure on each branch, remember, after you see at least 6 leaves on a branch. I'm trying to get a good angle here to show you how beautiful and healthy these plants are, and also their intense green color. And now, let's give them a proper pot. Because I haven't measured the initial pot and also I haven't measured this black pot over here right in the middle, I'm just gonna try to visually explain the difference in size. So in this black pot we are gonna put the basil, and then I have an identical one for the parsley. It can allow the plant to grow a little bit wider as well as deeper. It's a bit dirty, the pot, but I'm not gonna take time to clean it right now. I think the plants will be just fine. As you can see, I have here very large holes in the pot, which I'm gonna cover with a mosquito net. I have shown you this technique that I'm using in a previous video as well. I'm still gonna have a good drainage, but also the soil will not run out. We are back with the final products, as I like to say, and the plants have their new homes inside these black pots. The parsley is a little bit all over the place, so maybe I'm gonna find a rubber band to keep it together. The basil looks good, strong enough to stay upwards, trying to focus to show you how much wider the pot is compared to the initial one. I'm also trying to focus over here for the parsley. I'm gonna have to prune it a little bit Next time I'm gonna make some chicken soup, I'm gonna use this parsley for sure. It looks good. And it's so rich in flavor, I can bet. The smell of it, if you crush the leaves in between your fingers, it's amazing. If you're curious about the soil that I have used, if you watch my previous videos, you're already familiar with the soil I'm using. It's a pre-existing citrus mix. It basically consists of sand and peat. Usually for my citrus pots I'm adding perlite. I did not add perlite in this case. And I have reused soil from citrus. Yes, I am reusing soil. Usually if my citrus stay 1 year in a cup or in a pot, usually after 1 year I change the soil, give them new nutrients, and that soil I'm not throwing it away. I'm using for other type of plants. And so far I had good result in reusing the soil. If I would have a garden, I would dump the potted soil out into the garden and use it there as well. Actually, what I'm talking about, I do have a garden, it's just inside. And look at them. Aren't they beautiful? But they will end up in our plates. Final angles over here. Thank you so much for watching, and don't forget to stay tuned by subscribing to this channel. I have a very exciting video coming up next week. It is time to break open the Madagascar jasmine pod, or fruit if you may, and plant the seeds inside. It's so exciting because it's very rare for a Madagascar jasmine plant to produce pods indoors. So hit the subscribe button and the bell button, and let's embark on a plant adventure one more time together. Bye bye.